I'm here with indie sensation Fred Yehi or Yehi, which I think is Yehi, right?
Yehi, Yehi.
Yehi. Where did that come from?
Yehi, well, this goes way back. I kind of want to say for later in the interview, I want to say for later in the interview.
Okay.
Just got to talk a little bit. I don't want to kind of spoil it.
But by the way, if anybody gets any noise coming in, they're taking down the ring after this event at Tier 1 Wrestling, and they're acting like fools, which a lot of wrestlers should do after the show. But anyway, man, how's everything?
Yeah, everything's good, man. I just competed earlier this evening against Jonathan Gresham and Black Baron in a triple threat match for the FIP World Title, and very busy weekend. 2 defenses in Florida, 1 in New York. Totals out to be a very busy month. Last week was in Texas at 2 defenses, so I'm getting around, but I'm feeling pretty good.
Man, I have heard of you, through certain spots, certain promotions, and I saw you, and then next when I started getting into your YouTube, you were qualifying for the Cruiserweight tournament that they have in WWE currently. Unfortunately, you didn't make it, but to me, you're a great talent anyway. It's hard to squeeze in 16 or 32 people from around the world.
Yeah.
So just to be called was an honor in itself. How did that feel?
I mean, it felt great. No matter the end result for the time. I have no reason to hold my head down, to hold my chin up. Going under the TJ Perkins at 15 years. I
gotta meet that guy.
Yeah.
That's suicide to me compared to the other people that portrayed him.
Yeah. No shame in that at all. I mean, it was an honor. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be able to partake in a qualifying match and have a chance to showcase what I can do to not just the wrestling world, but the world. I mean, everyone's seen it, It's just awesome. Seen it.
And also, not to go on the race card here, but you're a brother who is doing very successful. You're not how could I say it, soft shoeing and being a stereotype. You're just being you.
Yeah.
I mean, for God's sakes, I seen you come in the ring in Ninja Turtle pajama pants, angry, like a beast or something. I was about to call you Fred Yehi or something, the Yeti. But you also have a technical style too, that gels with John Gresham.
Yeah.
Which I love technical styles.
Yes.
And then also I love it that brother has technical styles because
Who's my brother exactly?
Oh, well, black guys. I'm sorry. Because a lot of times we're brawlers, and some of us are high flyers, and some of us are brawlers, but we're never technical.
Yeah.
I never known a whole lot of it. Yeah. Can you tell me about your style more?
I'm pretty out of the box. People describe it that way. They describe it as very unorthodox. I use a stunt-based offense that's gotten some attention, and it's different.
Or like Will Ospreay?
Well, I wouldn't say like Will Ospreay. I mean, he's more like high flyer. He's like in that genre, but I'm more ground-based if anything. So I really keep it pretty ground-based. So that's kind of my style. Of course, I have like the extensive amateur wrestling, collegiate wrestling background, so that comes into play too when it comes to the throws and the whole wrestling aspect. Well, Fred Yehi talk part 2, wrestling aspect. So so that's how it all comes into play. I keep it pretty ground based. That's me. I'm out of the box. I'm gonna think of ways to hurt someone that no one else has probably thought of. Punching somebody's foot and stamp it on their finger and all that kind of stuff. So that's me. I'm just beating guys in the face. So
man, you're unorthodox like Pokemon. The thing that everybody playing nowadays. About 50 wrestlers on you that play Pokemon Go. It just came out. And it's just blowing up. Even one of my friends, Nyla Rose, is jealous of everybody here for playing it. They's like, man, you gotta play Pokemon Go. I'm like, dude, I was old when the craze came out in 1999, 2000. I was trying to get women.
Yeah.
I was into Street Fighter and Marvel. I'm still into Marvel. I play my games on the road. Where did you grow up?
Let's see. Well, early goings is in Waterloo, Iowa. I mean, I was born there.
You grew up next to the NWA.
It's the life.
The
life.
Well, I didn't. That's not where my upbringing was per se. Upbringing was Daytona Beach, Florida, but I got my started life in Waterloo, Iowa, and upbringing was Daytona Beach, Florida, and then from there, now I reside in Atlanta, Georgia. Moved there when I was 9 years old. So I guess you can say I'm a bit of a geographical mutt in a sense, if you want to call it that. Kind of been a little bit everywhere.
Kind of loose base Army mutt or something.
Basically,
like I was an Army kid, born one, and I eventually moved to Virginia, coming from Hawaii. You moved so much, but what was about your wrestling background? Like, how did you know or what inspired you, and who the guys that you got you into wrestling? Like, I want to be like him. I want to be like that guy.
I mean, watched wrestling since I was diapers.
Really?
Since I was yay high, no pun intended. Been watching it since then, and there's certain wrestlers who stood out. More of the technical guys, Dynamite Kid, and of course Eddie Guerrero.
You can say his name too.
Yes.
You can say that guy's. You can say that guy's name because I feel it. You can say that guy's name. This is my show. This isn't WWE. You can say that guy's name, his initials.
I know, but just for censorship still. You never know who's listening, so
really,
I'm gonna say Dynamite Kid. It's all right.
Let's say the wrestling son of Dynamite Kid. Mr. Crossface.
Well, I was gonna say Dynamite Kid. But there were others too.
Dean Malenko,
Jushin Liger, Dean Malenko. That was another guy. Of course, Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels. There's a plethora of performers who kind of inspired me to want to pursue this, and they captivated my imagination. And
Did you I was gonna say, did Chris Jericho inspire you by making a list of 1,000 holds and just letting people have it? Arm bar and 3-handle credenza.
Jericho was just more of an entertainer. He was the guy who made me, he just made you enjoy the product. During this time, especially in WCW. Like you mentioned, the man of 1,001 holds or whatnot.
Yeah.
He was a guy who, he just found a different way to, connect with the audience, and he just had a special way of doing it. He was different on that roster. I've always been drawn to the ones who were different in certain type of ways, whether they just had a certain kind of approach that was just unique, and he was indeed very unique. Still is unique to this day. Still is very unique, but.
I love that line that he does now, drink it in. And I just completely pop when he says that because it's such an a-hole line where, you're just so self-fulfilled douchebag. And I love that line. But for you, you came into the scene, you were inspired by these guys, and where were you trained? Who trained you?
I was trained in Atlanta, Georgia, by a former Ring of Honor FIP wrestler, Jay Fury.
Really?
Yes, yeah. So he wrestled, mainly in the early 2000s, whatnot. So he was, one half of Fast and Furious with Jarrell Clark. He had battles with Roderick Strong and Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson.
Brian Danielson for me.
Yeah. So that's where I got my training from. Right now, I currently train at the WWA4 Wrestling School in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, so AR Fox?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's actually head trainer there now, and very good school. You have it's always a good spot. When you have 30-something guys coming in for the same reason. Different skill levels. Some are coming in from scratch, and some of them have kind of been in it for a little longer. And you have the guys who've been, they're going around the country. And you have guys like Fox who, signed each other. So you have a lot of guys who, That's old news. Yeah.
I didn't get that news. I don't know when that was.
It's old news. He's been doing Lucha Underground now for about 3 months now. I want to say, give or take.
Well, it's not on the season on TV, and plus I keep away from the news sites a lot because they tell rumors. Just like I interviewed Matt Riddle, and I remember I heard one time like WWE's interested in him and talking to him, and they interested in a lot of people, like my friend Moose.
Yeah.
But it's like, to me, it's nothing that I believe until it's signed.
Right.
You know, just like AJ Styles, people were rumbling about him, and I didn't believe it until he made his debut in the Royal Rumble.
Right.
And I know the guy. I know him generally. I don't know him like real personally, but that is one place I got to visit. I mean, my friend, a friend of mine named BJ Walker went down there one time. He's kind of like The Rock, but he's black. A little bit. You know, the Table 3 ass whipping buffet. I mean, if you ever heard of him, if you ever heard of that, that's him. He got shirts dedicated to that.
BJ Walker?
The icon BJ Walker.
Wow.
They're from York, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
But you know, you've been all over the states. You have been overseas, correctly. What was your favorite place?
Well, actually, I have not been overseas yet.
Oh, you haven't?
I have not been overseas yet. The goal of mine was, you know, it still is a goal, you know, getting over to Japan, but because of the, you know, the way the Evolve stuff is played out, you know, I guess that's kind of taking a bit of a back burner for now. But going overseas is something I still want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like to do it, like to experience like a different culture and, you know, yeah, just kind of make myself a little uncomfortable a little bit, you know. Where I don't know nothing, I don't know anything.
Well, you were in Baltimore a while ago. I think there was an Evolve show there.
Yes.
And Baltimore is where I live, and it's kind of uncomfortable if you don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, Baltimore's north and Atlanta's in the south, and it has its similarities. It has its differences. I mean, right now, Atlanta's got to be 200 degrees in the shade with the sun. I have been there and there. But really, Evolve, how long you been with Evolve now?
I started with Evolve, debut like last November.
Okay.
So what, maybe 7 months, I say, give or take.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity, again, just the extreme gratitude, you know, being signed to a contract, you know, by them like back in, February and March. So like that was really, really cool. So
Getting paid.
Yeah, getting paid, you know. So I've been a signee for about 3 or 4 months now. So I mean, it's been going pretty good.
No more ramen for you.
Yeah, no more ramen. The actual spaghetti noodles now.
Now we're further along with this, and I'm gonna crack this, and this is a predictable question, but Yehi.
Yeah, the backstory to Yehi. I've always been into, you know, professional wrestling, but you know, moving to Atlanta, Georgia, you know, a lot of the kids were, you know, heavily into like, basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you know, I played basketball, you know, throughout middle school and high school. Well, not throughout high school, you know, more so like that first half of freshman year before I, you know, became ineligible because I was a knucklehead the first year. Got into amateur wrestling, but anyway, basketball was always like it was a hobby at that time, and you know, aside from wrestling, that's what I would do. You catch me at the basketball court. But anyway, playing the pickup game, full court. Down my team gets a bad pass. I jump, try to get the pass. It's a terrible pass. Came nowhere near. It was just a bad pass. And I was like 15 years old, and another guy on the team was like, "Dude, you're turning the ball over, throwing these bad passes, you know, terrible pass, man. Like, you know that Fred is only about yay high," and it just stuck.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
It just stuck. So that's how it just stuck. So because we were doing like the backyard wrestling stuff there, you know, so we were doing that. Like, it'd be kind of cool to have my own name, Fred yay high, and it just stuck.
Okay.
And the rest is history. So
promoters never gave you crap for that, which is like, we need to change your name, or they just stuck with it. They just said, Fred Yehi, we're gonna put you in the match, and that was it. And, you know, after training.
Fortunately, like, I mean, that's an interesting story within itself as well, because you know, with the backyard stuff, you know, we ended up linking up with some guys who actually own the ring, you know, so we were able to, like, you know, do matches and stuff. We would film them and put them on YouTube, and you know, like, you know, while I was training and stuff, I would show my training these matches and stuff, and we would still go and do matches and everything, you know, while I was training. And they felt that the Yehi thing was really, you know, intriguing. It was like, hey, man, you know, you have a bit of a backstory. Like, I know people are going to tell you, hey, change your last name. Yeah, tell you to change your last name because of the stigma behind it. He's like, hey, look, how about you keep it? Let them trace you. Just get good. You're on the right track. You have a good head on your shoulders, and you're a bit of a natural. So like, yeah, hey, why not keep it? Keep it and let them trace you back. And people trace me back, and man, this dude used to do the backyard stuff. Did you see this stuff? It's pretty cool. It's really funny too at the same time. But I mean, that's my story. That's what it is.
You got to wow the crowd because a lot of crowds are not into technical, so you got to fly a little bit. But to tell you the truth, man, you made a fan out of me in the match. For some reason, everybody's into Pokemon, and then everybody's into Ninja Turtles. I had never been into Ninja Turtles since the '90s, and like everybody is into like the Michael Bay movies and all that. So it's just crazy. But before I go on. It's been great interviewing you, and I gotta have you on in a later date. We can talk about more things.
Definitely.
And I want you to tell the fans like where can they find you on social media?
Let's see. You can find me on Facebook, Fred Yehi. I have a like page and I have a hate page, so you can find me at I hate Fred Yehi. Find me on there.
I did hit you on Facebook. I tried to friend you, but it was full, so I'm following you.
I'm gonna have to add you.
So I'm gonna have to send a message. So we'll go ahead and do that. But thanks again, Fred. You've been awesome. I'm gonna have to scream out your name Yehi so you know who I am.
Awesome.
So thank you very much. And I can't wait to see you in the future.
Sweet deal. Thank you a ton.
All right, no problem.